Oh, good. You're home.
What do you want?
I have an offer that you can't possibly afford to refuse. As you told me, your marriage proposal to my daughter Kendall is strictly a business arrangement. You need a wife to take control of your gambling licenses and to help you steal Cambius.
Take what is mine.
You need a spouse to help you protect Bianca and Miranda's corporate interests.
Simplicity itself.
I can make it even simpler. Leave my daughter Kendall alone and marry me.
You're joking, right?
Am I laughing?
No. You and me, husband and wife. Well, that's impossible for me to imagine.
Well, I'm here to make it more possible.
Huh. Erica Kane, celebrity businesswoman hitched to a Cambius.
No, my married name would be Slater.
You just want to get back on the Vegas stage, don't you?
I have no intention of ever going back on the Vegas stage or anywhere near Vegas or Atlantic City. You and I will operate in completely separate spheres.
Well, wait a second. I'm going to have my wife in my army. Don't keep the high rollers happy.
Well, you just tell Pug and the boys that that was Desiree Dubois. And this opportunity is brought to you by Erica Kane, who no longer intends to play those games of chance.
Erica Kane weds ex-jailbird. I like the sound of it.
It's no secret that this would not be a love match for either of us. So at least no one will take me for a fool.
Is this your way of telling me that you no longer hate me?
I hate you more than ever.
But it's not a deal breaker.
You want my daughter Kendall as your bride. That is unacceptable. I will not allow my daughter to be used by you in some revenge game on your son.
So you will sacrifice yourself?
On a limited basis. I certainly demand the same terms you offered my daughter. Separate households, preferably in separate states. Certainly no hint of conjugal rights.
You know, you are a pillar of strength. You throw yourself on the stake to save your daughter. I am curious, though. How do you think your current fiancé feels about this?
By fiancé, you're referring to Jackson Montgomery. His feelings about this arrangement are completely irrelevant. I've called the wedding off.
Oh? What did Jackson do to get excommunicated?
That's none of your business.
Okay, let's recap. I'm pure evil if I marry Kendall to stick it in my son's face. But you marrying me to rub Jackson's face in it, that's okay.
They're two totally different situations.
I know, and I'm not blaming you. I mean, personally, I think he's a bit of a stuffed shirt.
Okay, here's another rule. You never badmouth Jackson. Not ever. He may be idealistic, he may be way too stubborn and tall. And he may be so good that he makes some of us look really terrible. But he's worth 10 of you.
That's a lot of rules, but I got it.
You're wasting my time. Do we have a deal?
It's a charming proposal, and I'm tempted just to see what's going to happen next.
I suggest that we really get this over with as soon as possible.
I have no grudge against Jackson. And do you really think Kendall is going to appreciate and thank you for stepping in like this?
Of course not. But she should. And so should you. I'm saving you from making the biggest mistake of your lives. Kendall never likes it when I interfere in her affairs, but this was a pure act of sanity for me to step in and take her place at the altar with you. She deserves a lot more than to enter into a cold and calculated and loveless marriage.
She gets to punish Ethan. That should keep her happy.
Once my daughter gets over your despicable son, she's going to wake up and she's going to want what she has always wanted. A real marriage, not just a business arrangement. And when the right man comes along, by the way, no contract, no force of nature could keep Kendall tied to you or your son. She would gnaw off her own leg like a wild animal in a trap to escape the deal she made with the devil.
You, on the other hand, would just walk into Satan's den and demand to sign on the dotted line, right?
Yes. So are you up to the challenge?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to decline your selfless offer. It's Kendall or no one.
What exactly is your problem, Zach? Afraid you've met your match?
Can I ask you something? You and Jackson, you've been the real thing for each other for a long time. The real thing. It's what everybody wants. Why would you throw it away now?
I would do anything for my daughter.
My guess is your pride is your stumbling block. Don't screw this up.
Ah, romantic advice from Zach Slater.
You know, I'm wrong about a lot of things, but I listen well. Try to. And your kids, they're pulling for you in Montgomery.
Unlike Maria's kids, who wish you'd fall off the face of the earth.
Bye.
But Maria is really what's behind your scheme, isn't she? I mean, you're so lucky in cards, but so unlucky in love. So a sham of a marriage is better than no marriage at all?
Why don't you go? Go to Jackson and be grateful that neither one of you has to step over a dead body to get to the person that you care about.
Just so there's no mistake, you will not marry my daughter.
I'll wait to hear that from Kendall.
I'll make sure you do. I'll make damn sure that nothing you want in this world ever happens.
That's a dangerous thing to say to me.
I'm a dangerous woman. You're about to find that out.
Take care. Where's the fire?
Grab a bottle of champagne and your car keys. We are driving to the nearest justice of the peace. Tonight is our wedding night. I'm ready, groom. This is it. I swear on a stack of Bibles.
Now, $10 says you can have one Bible.
Okay, well, whatever doubts I had about marrying for business, forget about it. It's gone. It's kaput. It has been now proven on all fronts that coupling for love sucks.
What fronts are these now?
Take your pick.
Little hint, maybe? I don't know.
Well, let's see. There's Ethan and me, but I'm sure you don't want to hear those gory details.
No.
Yeah, okay. Then there's Jack and my mother. They love each other so much that they've decided to have a mutual psychotic break. Then, of course, there's you and Maria.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. Don't go there. And, of course, last but not least, there's Ryan and Greenlee. I just came from those two, and if Ryan stays on the track that he's on and his wife finds out, she's going to go ballistic. They're going to sign divorce papers before the ink dries on our marriage license.
So what did Larry do to screw up this time?
Does it matter? The point is love equals anguish. It's not worth it. Screw love, honor, and cherish. I want vows that stand for money, power, and revenge.
Can I say something? You still love my son.
So you still love Maria?
But we don't stand a chance. Maybe we never did. But you and Ethan, you could have a future together. Maybe even a happy one. But only if you walk away from me.
Okay, see, I don't like this noble Zach. Bring back Zach the Avenger.
I'm being noble. I'm just trying to make you understand what's at stake here. I mean, if you push Ethan away for good...
I don't give a damn about Ethan.
No? You're gonna be that flip when he looks at you as if he wants to tear your heart out? Because he will hate you, Kendall. Be prepared for it.
Don't worry. I'll be there to help you get through it. How's it going, Zach? Kendall?
Junior, give us a second. The grown-ups are talking.
Now, you be nice to my lover.
What? No high five for helping screw over your son?
Yeah, see, the thing is, if we do get married, I won't give up JR. I mean, we're marrying for business, so a girl has to satisfy her needs somehow.
And lucky for you, I am in an ultra-satisfying mood. Would you like to take this inside?
You know what? Why don't you wait for me inside? There you go. And I will tie up the loose ends with my fiancé.
Oh, by the way, if you need somebody to stand up for you at your wedding, I'm available.
I knew you had bad taste in men, but at least there were men. This is ridiculous.
Oh, right. You know what? You're jealous.
No. You can teach whoever you want, whenever you want. But just so we understand that this open marriage policy applies to both of us.
All right, well, that's cool. I'm down with that. Anyone I know? Oh, come on, Snookums. We're gonna get married. We shouldn't keep secrets from each other. Come on.
You're right. I did have one proposal.
Really? Wow, who's the lucky lady?
Your mom asked me to marry her. Do you need to sit down?
Any chance that I heard you wrong?
No. Mm-mm. She offered her hand in marriage, so I would not tie the knot with you.
Well, she's losing her mind.
I had to turn her down, if it makes any difference.
Oh, well, thank God.
Because you're the only one for me.
Great. Okay, well then let's hurry up and get this done before my mother tries to marry you off to someone else.
That's not a reason, really.
Hello, Zach, this is what you wanted.
It is, but I want you to consider the fallout.
Yes, I secure my niece's place with Cambius, and I help get your casinos back to life. Okay, yep, I'm up to speed.
Yeah, those are the perks. Now, the downside. If we do marry, you don't just cut all ties to Ethan. You create an enemy for life. I know you love the boy. Maybe you still do. Don't argue with me, just listen. Let it sink in. And if you are ready for that kind of hatred, then we'll talk about ceremonies and cans on cars and rice and stuff. Bye. Hi. What happened? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine now. Because I have the answer to your marriage proposal.